Hi there! Today we're going to talk all about statistics, mainly averages. We are going to talk about how to find the mean, the median, the mode, and also the range. Don't forget, if this makes sense to you, please subscribe to my math channel below. Okay, let's get started. Let's pretend that these are your scores of the past 5 math tests that you have taken. So whenever we want to find averages, the first thing that I do is I order my set of numbers from least to greatest. One sec. Okay, now that I have my numbers listed least to greatest, I am going to start off with the median. The median is the middle number. Think about it like this: median, middle, median, middle. It is the middle number when I order my numbers least to greatest. So I could start from the outside, 1, 2, and I can work my way in. So 82 is going to be my median. That is the middle number when you order them least to greatest. Okay, the next average I'm going to find is the mode. When you think of the word mode, think of mode most. Mode most. It's the number that appears most frequently. And in our case, that number is 82. 82 appears twice when all of the other numbers only appear once. So my mode is going to be 82. Okay, now for the hardest one. It's mean, and it is called the mean. Think of the mean as being so mean because it is the most work. So when you find the mean, the first thing you need to do is you need to add up all of your numbers. So with your calculator, if you want, add up 78 plus 82, plus 82 again, plus 87, plus 91. And when you add all of those together, you should get a total of 420. Okay, one more step to find the mean. The last thing we need to do is we need to take this total and we need to divide it by the amount of numbers we had. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I am going to take 420 and I am going to divide it by 5. What is that going to give me? 84. Okay, 420 divided by 5 is 84. So another average, the mean, this one is 84. And I think the mean is probably the most accurate. You use that a lot, like teachers use it to figure out their grades. It's a very accurate average most of the time, unless of course you have an outlier, and we will get to that in another video. Okay, the last word that I want to talk about is range. So range is not really an average. Range is how many numbers do we have from the lowest number to the highest number. So in our case, our highest number is 91 and our lowest number is 78. So 91 minus 78 is 13. So that means our scores are in a range of 13 numbers, okay? All of these numbers are within 13, which is a pretty small range for test taking. Our lowest grade was a 78 and our highest grade was a 91. So we can kind of use that knowledge to predict future grades. Okay, let's do one more example. Let's pretend it is a hot, hot summer, and these are my average high temperatures for a certain 6 days. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to order my numbers from least to greatest. One sec. Okay, so the first average that I'm going to find is the median, middle. So I'm going to start on the outside and I'm going to work my way in. 1, 2, I have 3 numbers on the left and I have 3 numbers on the right. And because we're working with an even amount of numbers, there's actually not really a median. There is no one middle number. So the 2 middle numbers that we have are 96 and 97. So we are going to think what would the number be that's right in the middle of 96 and 97? Well, right in the middle of 96 and 97 is the number 96 and a half, okay? If you can't in your head figure out what that middle number is, you can always add these two numbers together and then divide by 2, and that will also tell you what the middle number would be. So in our case, our median is 96.5 or 96 and a half. So that is what you do when you have an even amount of numbers. Okay, the next form of average is the mode. It is the number that appears most, mode most. And if you look at all of our numbers, there is not one single number that appears more than the others. So in this scenario, we actually don't have a mode. So if I were doing an assignment, I would actually write the word no mode. That's just the way this problem is. Okay, our last form of average is the mean. It's so mean, it's the most work. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to take all of these numbers and add them together. So 90 plus 93 plus 96 plus 97 plus 99 plus 101, and you should get a total of 576. The next thing that you're going to do is divide this number by the amount of numbers that you added. And we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to take our total, 576, and divide by 6. And 576 divided by 6 gives me 96. So I could say the average temperature within these 6 days was 96 degrees. I could also say the average temperature was 96 and a half degrees. It just depends which form of average you're finding. Okay, the very last one that I wanted to talk about was range. And like I told you with the last problem, you just take your largest number and you subtract your smallest number. And 101 minus 90 is going to give you 11, which is not a very big range. That means within these 6 days, the lowest temperature of the high temperatures was only 11 degrees below the highest of the high. So that is how you find the averages of numbers. We use the median, the mode, and the mean, and then we use the range to see the variation of our data. Okay, I hope that helped. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe below, and I will see you later.